Chat, that was Beatles! And that's, I'm so tired. Hi. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Immediately someone said, Vinny, or thank you for signing my DMC2 manual, Melpert. Very happy to do so. So you'll notice, everybody, that today, there's only corruptions on the docket. Well, I'm a little tired, as you can tell by the song. I'm not like dead, and I had a little bit of coffee, but it's been a long weekend. So I figured we have a really substantial corruption stockpile. So I'm just going to do that. And then that's pretty much it. I have other Sunday stuff I might do during the week. But I figured for today we'll just do corruptions. So the reason I'm kind of tired is I drove back today from Too Many Games. And it was a really, really fun convention. It was really nice to meet most of you. And, you know, there's a lot of other people I've seen year after year. And people gave me a lot of good gifts, which I'm going to eventually compile for a little showcase. But, yeah, most. No, I'm going to say it was really busy this year. It was really good. Almost every single person was super, super nice. And no, there was no incident. I'm just being, you know me, I'm just joking around. Vinny, I'm so sorry. You looked like you were struggling walking today. I wish I'd offered to help, but I was afraid I was going to make a fool of myself. Huh? What does that mean? You mean, like, leaving the building? If you mean leaving the building, yes, it was hard to leave the building. If you mean, like, I was limping because I'm old, also true. No, I'm okay, chat member. You know what it was? It was hard to leave the building because I wanted to say goodbye to everybody. It's a weird thing. So conventions are not a normal part of life. It is a very abnormal thing. You know that whole thing about people could only like have like 100 people in their mind at any one time? Did you ever hear about that sort of thing? Well, in a case like this, every year at this convention, it's like hundreds of people, and they're like, Vinny, hey, what's up? And you remember me? And I'm like, I don't know. You were carrying stuff out of the hotel to leave. Oh yeah, no, I was fine. Thank you. That's really cool of you. No, I had it. I got everything. Trust me on that one. But it's one of those things that it is a really weird kind of phenomenon of like there's just too many goddamn people that one meets. I live a very abnormal life at conventions, but otherwise my life is pretty normal, which is good. But it's just me trying to get from one end of that con to the other is now a Herculean task. I didn't expect this ever, but this is what happens now. Like, I end up walking, and then one person will be like, hey, Vin, and then, like, 2 people will be like, hey, Vin, and then 3 people will be like, hey, Vin, can I get a photo? So, yeah, it is really difficult to leave a convention, and I do want to be nice to everybody, and the way I describe it is, I don't even really get paid to do this con. If people buy a piece of merch, that's a couple bucks, but mostly it's fun, and also, I don't know, when people tell you that, you know, you really help them out with something, or that they enjoy what you do, or they like your album, that's a pretty fucking good feeling. Now, I'm glad this feeling only happens like 4 times a year, but it's really cool. Again, people gave me really great gifts, which I'll show off. There's some really funny ones. And, you know, it was great to see you, the chat, in real life. I met a number of you, and it was fucking awesome. But I didn't really have a chance to do very much. The show floor was impossible for me to traverse. I was able to basically just do my signings. I think I had 3.5-hour signings both days. My voice is a little bit hoarse because even though I speak for a living and I sing and all that, you have to kind of shout over the ambience of a con. So, but listen, I'm good. Did you sign any Gray Lenos? I signed some Gray Leno feet, yeah. I did. I did. So, yeah, I mean, I'm really grateful. Vin, you get any extra tickets for the Chicago show? So, one other thing. What's this? I've had a number of people say that they couldn't get tickets. It's because it's sold out. I think Brooklyn may have a couple tickets left, but I think we sold out our fucking tour. So I can't get you tickets. I'm sorry. If there's no tickets, I cannot give you them. I didn't expect this to happen. I also don't hand out the tickets personally. That's all through a different third-party thing. They need to get their cut after all. So, yeah, pretty fucking crazy. What about backstage passes? Hell no. Nice video with James Rolfe. Thank you, Fecal Daddy. Yeah, I enjoyed that. We just talked about Universal, about a month and a half ago, I think, maybe 2 months ago. It turns out we were in Universal within a week or two of each other, and we didn't know. And we talked about it, and it's like, hey, do you want to just talk about it in a video? So we did. And yeah, I think we both, I'm a newer theme park fan, and I guess he's done a lot of theme parks. And yeah, we just talked about it and our experiences. You know, I was pretty honest. There were some rides I didn't really like, but most of it was really cool. Also got a chance to see James this weekend, and we talked, as usual, we talked music, we talked movies. Really sweet, nice guy. And yeah, it's really, really cool. And he said AS. What else? He did. He shilled your sauce. I didn't even know that. Someone said they have a photo of the King Kong ride. That's cool. So, is this going to be a 4-hour single corruption segment? If you're just joining, thank you. I promise I won't keep talking forever. But the answer is, I just got back from a con, and I'm tired. It's about maybe 2.5 hours of corruptions. So, I can do 2.5 hours of Sunday stream, and then I think I need to crash. I'm okay for now because I have coffee. So, let me tie that back around to the con. And I got to see Scott the Woz. I haven't seen him in years. That was really nice. He's very wazzy, you know? But he's a good kid. And the last thing I'll say is thank you to everybody who was patient to wait in that line, to want to meet me for a couple minutes. I really do my best to make sure everybody, I can talk for a minute and get a photo. I don't know how to fucking pose for photos. I look miserable in photos, and sometimes I do it on purpose. Sometimes they tell me to look miserable in photos. But I have a good time. It's a really nice thing, and it's a rare opportunity. Not everybody gets to do something like this. So even if I'm, a little tired, I want you to know I appreciate that all you guys do for me. And no more do I feel that than at a convention, because people are there to tell me the videos that they liked. And at this point in my career, in my life, people are like, Vinny, I like your corruptions. Vinny, I like Tamagotchi Life. Vinny, I like when you say Speen. Vinny, I like when you're terrible at video games. Joel, I like your granddad. Vinny, I really like your music. I like this song. I like Blood Bagel. I like this. So, it's pretty cool. And, yeah. I think it's awesome as hell that I get to do this. But yeah, I'm glad this isn't my everyday life. That's for damn sure. But I'm also glad people were able to kind of bring a vinyl or a CD for me to sign. So thank you for doing that, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you for your patience with me. And for those that asked me to do specific poses, sorry if I butchered them on purpose. But if you ask me to do a specific pose, I will definitely get it wrong because I'm an asshole. Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you signed? Gray Leno's foot. Yeah, there were more things, but that was one of them. A lot of DMC2, a lot of Tamagotchi Life. I signed a Beatles fan from 1964. Not a person, like an actual piece of merch of the Beatles as a fan to blow wind on someone or yourself. That kind of fan. And it was from 1964, and I signed that. So that's pretty fucking weird. Also, chat, before we begin the stream tonight, and I want to once again thank you for being here. I want you to see this.
There's one thing about being in your 30s no one tells you about. You never know exactly when it'll happen, but one day, seemingly out of nowhere, you're gonna love birds for no reason at all. You're gonna love birds. Did you hear that call? Man, I wonder what kind of bird that was. Let's go take a walk and look at birds, 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 birds. I'm trying to see them all.
Yeah, it's true. I just wanted to comment on that for a second. First of all, very corny, but real. 100% real. I don't know why it happened, but it just fucking happened. I go through my camera roll, and it's just like mourning doves. There's grackles on there, there's seagulls, there's crows, there's a lot of ducks, waterfowl, geese. I just like birds. They're nice. I don't know how it happened, but I'm glad it did. So... yeah, it was nice to see a video like that, because it means that I'm a little less insane individually, and that this happens to other people. Chat, welcome to the stream.
Whee! Mario #1!